To perform a basic web search, you first have to visit a search engine through your web browser. Now, as I previously mentioned, almost all web browsers these days have access to the most popular search engines like Google and Bing built directly in. For example, I'm going to open up the built-in Microsoft Edge browser that comes with Windows 10. Now, I could just type my search terms right into this address field to perform a Google search, but for this example, I'm actually going to go to google.com. The technical term for performing a search is a query. Basically, when you perform a query, you're asking the search engine to provide information relevant to the word or phrases you search for. Most people just call it Googling these days, which shows you how popular Google is as a search engine. So to perform a search, just type a word or a phrase. Let's say I'm looking for information on repairing a hard drive. I'll type in repairing, and as you can see that before I even finish typing, Google has offered some suggestions of what it thinks I might be looking for. These are based at least in part on the popularity of what other people have searched for. Nothing here matches what I need, so I'll continue typing. And there's repairing hard drives. So without having to type the rest, I can just click that, or just use the arrow keys on my keyboard to select it and then press enter. And in less than a second, I see what Google considers the top results for that search term. You can see it's actually found more than 3 million results here, but Google and all search engines try to give you the most relevant results first. So as you can see, Google not only found web pages, but it also found a video as well. And I can keep scrolling down the page to browse the preview text below each result to see if it's a page that might be relevant to what I'm looking for. At the bottom of the page, Google offers me related or more specific search terms I might want to try to narrow down my search. And below that, I can click the next button to continue to the next page of search results. Now, one of the keys to a successful search is to try and think of what words might appear on the kind of page you're looking for. For example, if I'm trying to find a fix or explanation of a specific problem I'm having with my hard drive, I'll imagine how I would describe it to a live person and try to distill it down to a short phrase that includes the important and relevant words. So if my hard drive is making clicking noises, I might scroll back up to the top here, and in the search field type hard drive clicking. Or I might type hard drive won't mount. What you want to avoid is using words that might make your search either too broad or too narrow. For example, don't type something like documentation of hard drive repair techniques. Instead, boil it down to the words that will most likely appear on the page you're looking for, like hard drive repair tips. In most cases, brevity is going to be the key to finding a good range of search results. Now, some people will use quotes around their words when searching for phrases, but you should only use quotes if you want results for the words within the quotes appearing in that specific order. For example, I'll search for repairing a hard drive without the quotes. You can see that gives me about 3,400,000 results. Notice that in many of the results, the words repairing hard drive are not all together as a single phrase. Here's the word repair, here's hard drives, here's hard drive, here's repair, and so on. If I only want search results for web pages in which repairing hard drive are all together in a row, I would put quotes around that phrase. Notice that reduces the number of results to 18,000, and that in all the results, the words repairing hard drive all appear next to each other. Repairing a hard drive, repairing a hard drive, repairing a hard drive. Using quotes is also a great computer troubleshooting technique. If you ever have a dialog box show up and you're not quite sure what it means, try typing the words from the dialog box in quotes into Google. More often than not, you're sure to find pages in which others have come across the same message. So those are just some tips to perform basic searches. And of course, once your search results appear, just click any of the results to be taken to that particular web page.